right. All right. What's up, y'all? What up, man? What up? We back. How y'all doing today? We got Bunny in the chat, Sophie in the chat. Where the rest of y'all at? What up, though? Welcome to the show. Hold up, though. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. All right, cool. Y'all ready to make some music, man? Y'all ready to do it? Hit that like button on the way in for me. All right. Sub to the channel as well if you haven't already, y'all. Okay. Hit them buttons for me today. Yeah, we're gonna make and play some music today, okay? So yeah, hopefully y'all having a good day today. A good evening, good morning, good afternoon, you know. But anyway, let's start the show, man. Let's get the beat going. Let's get the tempo. Okay, I think it's good. I think it's good. We can do it with that. What up, Chris? What up, what up? Hold on a second, y'all. Let me see something real quick. We're gonna do a beat based off a concept from one of my recordings. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold up. Okay. All right, I got it. I got it. Do 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 do. Something like that. Something like that. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, actually like that. That's how we gotta do it. My bad. Okay, we can do something like that. Okay, let's try it out. Okay. Something like that. Okay, come on. Right there. Okay, something like that. I'm just gonna copy it. Just copy it over. Make it easy. Yeah, right here, right here. We're just gonna mess around with this. Okay, this beat's actually turned out to be a little bit different than I thought, but you know, as long as we still make it sound good, right? seconds. Come up with a title. We want to be quick, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Call it melody. I got you. Call it melody. Melody. There we go. Yep. We got it. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I want to do something with the first two patterns. Turn them into a bass line. At least this one right here. Yep. Turn this into a bass. I've actually never used this bass before. It's got an interesting sound to it. I kind of like it. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see. Hey, you know what? We're gonna need some drums. Yeah, most definitely. Cause I'm already kind of feeling the beat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. That's what we need. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the instructions for that in the chat. Drop me some letters in the chat so we can pick some drum packs. Okay. But in the meantime, though, we're gonna pause for the cause, man. Let's get the likes up on the video. We've been here for 22 and a half minutes. We got 6 likes on the stream, so I appreciate all y'all who done so. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all like the video, sub to the channel, all that type of stuff. All right. We're gonna pause for the cause, man. So let's get the likes up. But on top of that, drop me some letters in the chat. All right. We're gonna pick these drum packs when I come back. Let's make it happen. All right, y'all. I'm back, man. Appreciate y'all patience. Let's see where the likes at. We got a few more likes on the video. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. And we got Soulful in the house, my good friend Soulful. Soulful and Nice Productions in the house. Welcome back. Good to see you. Matter of fact, I just saw you in Sarah's stream, you know? I popped in the Sarah 2L stream. Shout out to her, y'all. Check her out. Very cool person. You know what I'm saying? Soulful and Sarah, they make music. All right, so check them out, man. Check my people out. All right? But yeah, saw you there in the chat. I just had to stop by and show some love, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get to my show. You know what I'm saying? But no, I appreciate you though, Soulful. So we got a V for one of the drum packs. Thank you. Appreciate that. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go ahead and do something real quick. Let's go ahead and do this. So y'all can see a little bit better, you know? We can all see a little bit better. All right. All right, all right. Y'all ready to get back to it? Let's see. Who we still got up in the house? Give me a 1 in the chat if you're still sitting in the back. Soulful said, yep, same. I stopped in and listened to Sarah, then saw you were live. Perfect timing. Oh, well, thank you, Soulful. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, thank you. Good to see you. All right, y'all. Oh, and if you stick around, Soulful, I'll play you some music that I made, you know, earlier in the week. Some of the stuff is actually kind of good in my opinion. Matter of fact, you know what? We'll take a break from this. You know, I'll come back. I'll give you guys more time in the chat to drop them drum packs, the letters for the drum packs, all right? But for now, let's play something we made the other day. You know, maybe 1 or 2 things. We'll see. Actually, this one? I think it's this one. Yeah. Let's let him load up and do his thing. But how's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody in the stream? Everybody in the chat? And that's also for the ones in the back of the chat that don't be typing nothing. How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be shy. You could just be like, oh, I'm doing good, and then you ain't got to type nothing else. You know what I'm saying? You could just be like, oh, I'm doing well. Thank you. And then that's it. Okay. Now, this track is in 2 parts. Kind of a complicated track, but, you know, I'll see how we'll work it out. All right? It almost looked like a freaking, if you saw how that was laid out, the way the grid was, very interesting looking. Anyway, come on. We made this literally yesterday, I believe, right? Yep, yesterday. So you're just not getting over the flu? Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing better, you know. The flu sucks. Being sick, period, you know. So yeah, thank God you're feeling better. That's what's up. Cool, man. Okay. I'll play one more, okay? Just one more, and then we gonna move it on back to the other song. All right, Kill 'Em Softly in the house. What's up, Kill 'Em Softly? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Soulful Night said that's ethereal. I mean, yeah, I can see that definitely, especially at the beginning. I tried to kind of make it more like a lounge halftime type of beat towards the end, but it needs a lot of mixing, a lot of mixing. To me, to my ears, it sounds very rough. A lot of clipping and stuff like that. But other than that, the concept is okay, I would say. But anyway, next track, y'all, we'll play this quickly and then get back to it, all right? Let's get it, man. Damn, everybody sick. Kill 'Em Softly, you sick too? How you doing now? You doing all right? man. Cool, cool. I actually want to play one more, man. I'm in the mood for this one. I'm in the mood. Put a one or two in the chat, all right? This will be between these two tracks. You know, it don't matter which one you put. It'll be totally random. I like both of them personally, so whichever one y'all pick, I'll be happy with. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, put a one or a two. One or a two. Let's see what y'all do. Yep, Bunny's in the house. Yep. Soulful said the flu's going around. Man, that's crazy. That makes me makes me afraid to be around a lot of people, you know? God dang. If it's going around like that, I ain't been sick in a long time. Thank God, you know? I have not been sick in a long time. And the tough thing about it is too, like even if your immune system is really good, there's still a chance that you could get sick. You know, you still could. Still could. Yep, Killing Softly said life is what you make it, absolutely. Well, since you picked one, Soulful, that's the one we're gonna play right there, okay? But in the meantime though, y'all hit the like on the video, sub to the channel, alright? Just double tap that screen and hit that button at the top if you see it, if you know what I mean. Right around there, okay? Because it ain't supposed to be there, you know, but if it is, in case that it is, then go ahead and hit that mug today. Subscribe today, y'all, alright? Become a subscriber today. It's free too, you know. If you want to donate to the channel, you know, I definitely greatly appreciate it, but you don't have to. I'm never going to make anybody donate, and none of y'all got to spend no money to watch what I do, right? But I appreciate y'all for being here. Either way, okay. What's up, Sean Dickens? What up, what up? All right, y'all ready? Let's get it. Here we go, y'all. DJ Rick, what's up, DJ Rick? good night, DJ Reek, man. I'll see you later, bro. Thank you for coming by the show, man. Cool, man. Cool, cool, cool. There we go. All right. Now we can go back to Melody, the track we was making earlier. You know, this will load hella quick because we ain't got much to it. Let's see what y'all talking about in the chat. Let's go back. Okay, I got you, Soulful. I got you. I got you. Thank you very much once again. She said the music has been superb. Thank you. Said, don't forget to tell me when you decide to drop an EP. I got you, Soulful. Thank you very much. Most definitely. I'll keep you in the loop. What's up, Observer of Thoughts? Hello again, my friend. What up? How you doing today? Let's see. Oh, see, I missed a bunch of chats. My bad, y'all. Sean said he never had the flu in his life. That's good. So that's dope. Thank you. Yeah, that's what's up. Soulful said keep up the healthy streak. Absolutely. Yeah. You don't want to break that streak now anytime soon, for sure. All right. Let's see. I think we're caught up for the most part. Yeah. Wait, hold on. DJ Rick said, Oren, if you watched the new Superman movie, did you bump your head to the music when that big guy in the suit was walking through the portal? I never even seen that movie. Now you make me kind of want to watch it, you know? All right, but anyway, let's get back to the show, y'all. Back to what we was doing here. Okay, y'all ready? Go ahead and drop me some letters in the chat. I actually keep forgetting about that. Hold on. We need some letters in the chat, y'all. Pick these drum packs, okay? Right now we got the letter V, and that's it. We got V. We need maybe a few more, and that's it. All right, here we go. The letter A. Okay, thank you. What else we got, y'all? Let's mess around with some plugins right quick. Okay. Let's change the piano to something else. Let's find something here. All right. So we got V and A. I'm gonna pick those two right now, okay? Start with those. Let me do this real quick before we get the drum packs. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll make something happen with it. Just kind of like an experiment, you know? So let's see. V and A, right? V and A. Okay. Let's go here. Got an A right there. We got a V. All right. How about over here? No V's? All right. I know we got some up in here. We might actually have to pick some more electronic style drums just to expand the options here. So we got one V. That's good. You know what? I'll go ahead and pick that one for now. It's a dubstep kick. What the hell? Okay, we're gonna see. We're gonna see about it. V's and A's, right? Let's come here. All right, y'all. Put a number in the chat between 1 and 5. Between 1 and 5. Okay. Yeah, put a number in the chat between 1 and 5, y'all. Between 1 and 5. Between 1 and 5. Don't be shy, sitting way in the back. Come on. Type a number in the chat. I know y'all can hear me. You better wake on up. Come on. You know what I actually thought about? Something just crossed my mind. What I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to give y'all a gift today, okay? I'm going to save what we got. We can come back to this tomorrow. What I'm going to do is I'll leave the stream free for you. I tried to say free and stream at the same time. I'm going to leave the stream free for y'all. All right, this one will not be going members only, even though we did a little bit of production. You know, we're going to act like it didn't count, all right? Today, instead, I'll just play some tracks for y'all, okay? We'll do it that way. So which ones did we play already? We got this one. Then we got, okay, and that one. All right. Well, yeah, in that case, yeah. That's what we're going to do today, y'all. Just play some tracks, all right? Just play a few tracks for y'all. I'm ready to switch up the vibe, though. Let's go ahead and play one of my favorite recent tracks for the show. Where's that, though? It's all the way down here, huh? All right. Let's do this. Make it easy. Make it way easier. Right here. Y'all ready? Is y'all ready? What's up, Ahmed? I don't know what that is, man. What that say? Play Yazina, Madirti, Fina? I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is, Ahmed, but I appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming to the show. All right, bro. All right, y'all. Let's get it, man. What's up, Evan? What up, homie? Well, let me get some tea right quick. Hold on. Be right back, y'all. Let me get some tea. Yo, drop them 8s in the chat. Type a bunch of 8s and spam them up in the chat, man. Type 8, send it. 8, send it. 8, send it. Just like that. do. Get back to the track, all right? Here we go. Do I have TikTok? I do, yep. Cool, bro. There we go with that one. There we go. There we go. And for whatever reason, after I play that one, I also like to play this next one. I'm finna, jam out with for a minute. All right. Evan got 87. I didn't say 87, dog. Not 87. Eights. All eights, man. Just straight eights in the chat. All right. Just like, just like that. All right. Eights in the chat, man. Eights in the chat. And y'all can type them any way you want to. You can type a whole bunch of eights in a row or, one by one. It don't matter to me. All right, but type them eights in the chat, y'all. Let me see. Let me see them. Come on. Let's get it. Well, I think my tea might be ready. Hold on. I'll let that play for a second. Back of the chat. Let's step on up. Come on. There we go, dog. There we go. There we go. Y'all digging that? Let's see. We've been here for an hour and a half. I think that's decent. I think that's decent. Yep. That works out, man. You know. But listen, it's time to go, y'all. All right, it's time to end the show. I'm getting a little bit tired for sure. You know what I'm saying? Had a long day today, man. Very long day today. Otherwise, I would go for, I don't know, probably like another hour or something. But yeah, I'm getting a little sleepy. So, on that note, literally on that note, we're going to end the show. But do me one last favor, though, and hit the like on the video on the way out. All right? Just double tap the screen if you know what I mean. Sub to the channel at the top of the screen. All right? Hit that mug right up there if you see it. All right? But, yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. More than likely not tonight. All right? But I'll be back tomorrow for sure with another show for you. You know what I'm saying? Different time, just the same place, though, with another show. All right? But whether I see y'all back here later or not, as always, I hope everybody, all of y'all, even the ones in the back of the chat, I hope you all have a wonderful, a beautiful rest of your morning, evening, noon, or night. All right? Definitely consider becoming a member to the channel. This stream will not be going over there, so you can watch a replay whenever you want to, okay? But there's about 180 something streams of a whole bunch of different beats being made from scratch, just like that, over on the member section of the channel. All right, so hit that button in the chat at the bottom. Link for that is in the chat. All right, but yeah, other than that, y'all, whatever time it is, wherever y'all may be around the world, I appreciate all y'all once again. And until next time, y'all, peace out.